For instance, there are greater points awarded than foreseen in the law for participation.
Maybe just briefly.
Projects by tracking disaggregated data on applicants and beneficiaries on their selection commissions and the process of their selection. Therefore, it was also recommended that they should condition this funding to ensure that it is implemented as social housing projects during the monitoring period. But most...
As you will see most probably in the report afterwards, you will notice that in some municipality law needs to be respected.
Sometimes there was no opportunity to appeal to the Ministry of...
Otherwise, we go with the briefing, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. And enough place.
However, it was clear from the monitoring carried out by us that this review process was not being adhered to. It was recommended that municipalities should draft a 3-year municipal housing strategy. It was also recommended for inclusion in the selection commissions relevant staff from social housing needs in their areas of responsibility. This linked with the legal framework, and that they are submitted for review to the responsible authority. This made it difficult to assess the fairness of the process. And then I suppose just in conclusion, in the report we...
Do we have any questions?
Yes, I have
okay,
one.
there you go.
According to law, there is no such a percentage for allocation.
The main three that I could mention is that the municipalities should promptly amend non-compliant articles of the municipal regulations. Second, the Ministry of Environment and Spatial Planning and the municipalities should increase their effort to monitor and address issues of social housing by carrying out housing needs assessment and developing municipal and Kosovo-wide strategies. Municipalities also need to reform the selection commissions to ensure greater participation of non-Albanian community representatives and relevant municipal staff trained in dealing with social welfare issues. It's also maybe the final group of recommendation I would like to highlight here is that the appeals procedures described in the law needs to be complied with, and this is essential to ensure fairness in the selection process and to ensure applicants' right to an effective remedy.
We have seen some positive developments by Kosovo institutions in relation to the right to adequate housing. Some funding for social housing projects has been identified, and also the Ministry for Environment and Spatial Planning, with the support of the OSBE, has held a number of workshops throughout 2011 and 2012 to present the legal framework to municipalities and to discuss their obligations thereunder. But what the legal framework makes clear is that the provision of social housing is a municipal level responsibility.